Hi, I'm Johnny. I'm a global artist ambassador for FENIX360, and I am blessed to be joined today by the musical artist WESROK. Hey, WESROK, how you doing, man?
Hey Johnny, it's cool having me on board, man. I can't wait to go.
Yeah, WESROK, it is great to see you, man. WESROK, the best rock. Now, listen, I got to ask you this question and also looking forward to learning about your journey and how you actually have fused together the rhythms of reggae and country music to create a distinct sound, WESROK, the best rock. But first, I would like to tune into your track, Born as a Winner. Sound good?
Let's go.
All right, cool. All right, everybody, let's tune in now to WESROK with Born as a Winner.
Well, I was born as a brilliant child. I never knew what the future holds for me. I can't count all the tears that fall, all the struggles though I worked so hard. I never knew where the day would come when I rise from the ghetto and the slum. Now I'm seeing the rising sun. Now the glitters and the riches can't done, 'cause I'm a winner. I was born as a star. I don't need no one tell me who I am. Many try to tear me down. They wanna see me on the ground. But each time they set their trap, they just push me further to the top. 'Cause I'm a winner. I was born as a star. I don't need no one to tell me who I am. I'm a winner. I was born as a star. I don't need no one to tell me who I am. Let me tell you about my life, long before my kids and wife. How I grew from rags to riches didn't come by sudden flight. I had to burn the midnight lamp when my friends and my foes them around. Education, my mom used to say, so sad she had passed away. I had to push myself through school, one shirt, one pants and shoes. Now the rest is history. I'm all what a man can be, 'cause I'm a winner. I was born as a star. I don't need no one to tell me who I am. Yes, I'm a winner. I was born as a star. I don't need no one to tell me who I am.
Hey, WESROK, blessed love, man. Great to share your music with everybody. Thank you, brother. Now, can you tell me where you're from and how did you get involved in becoming a musical artist?
Well, Johnny, I have to thank you very much for having me, and for the fans to hear WestRock, some probably for the first time, but it's an honor.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
well, I'm WestRock. My birth name is Percival Budan, and I'm really from Jamaica. I grew up in the rural part of Jamaica. They call it the countryside.
Yeah.
And in the countryside, life is not as bright as in the town area or the cities. So we grew up on a little bit of hardship, so to speak. you know and I my mother, who was really my mentor in all aspects of my life, she grew 9 boys, and I'm
Wow.
the last of them. Yeah, and without a father, you know. So my mother, who fathered me, taught me everything about life. And one of the things she taught me is that I have to be humble to get along in life. And
Yes.
I have to try and work hard in school. And that was my early, upbringing. So that's where it started, in the country, Jamaica, West Rock.
That's beautiful, WESROK. You know what I mean? And it's also really nice to hear you honoring your mom and the kind of personality and hard worker and struggler, to be able to raise 9 boys, you the last of them, and for her to have this legacy of impact in
Yes.
teaching you humility and also encouraging it, among others. So I really appreciate that a lot, man. And
Thank you.
listen, WESROK, did you have any influence as far as, musically, from a religious aspect or anything on the spiritual side of things that way?
Well, I grew up in the church,
Uh-huh.
and that was a great experience for me. I was able to see, the people around me as my people, everyone is my neighbor, and just being able to share love each and every one. So I developed a moral standard from an early age, and my mother, obviously, she was the one who brought me to church, and I'm happy for that experience. So my music has some inspiration from in the church.
Well, the reason why I asked that, it just seems to me that like with reggae music and country music, you know what I mean? You
Yes.
have actually these spiritual kind of vibes that a lot of
Yeah.
times I think are inspired out of that gospel experience and
Yes.
through church and country music too, of course. You think about some of the country music greats and how they were so influenced by gospel. So listen, that leads me to this, WESROK. When you were considering becoming a performer and you were listening to music, maybe as an adolescent, who were some of those artists that really inspired you?
Wow, I listen to almost every country western fan singers back then,
Uh-huh.
but I must say, more than anyone else, I listen to Kenny Rogers and Martha Robin,
Yeah.
Charlie Pride,
Yeah.
Jim Reeves. Those were the earlier persons who inspired my life. They were pretty cool. They were not so controversial in their songs. They stick to the to life's lessons and experience. And I wanted to identify myself with a music that can help me to look back where I'm coming from and to be able to inspire people.
Oh,
So big up
that's
to Kenny Rogers and those guys.
I love it. And listen, you know what I mean? And I love Kenny Rogers, the gambler, and you think about
Yes.
like, the outlaws like Merle Haggard and like, Willie Nelson and some of these larger than life kinds of personalities that also maintain, a certain charisma, and also like kind of hardworking mentality of what it's like to deal with oppressive issues a lot of times. Either it's poverty or it's, the hard work or it's the family values, that seem to ripple through country music lyrics and that experience of maybe growing up on a farm and having to have, to pull your own weight. And sometimes it's very difficult. And so at any rate, I'm sure that that was also a common theme in growing up in the country in Jamaica with a lot of the disparity and you know what I mean and challenges. But there's, you put food on the table and keep, and keep an inspired heart, and hope, and you just persevere through. So your music
Yeah,
kind of captures those themes, right?
sure. I can't even, get to the bottom of it. But as I said, I'm inspired by so many of these people. Bob Marley also, the music is one way of touching people's lives, and that's one of the reasons why I actually, take up music, because I really want to impact the world. I want to create change. I want to use my life as an example. And it's not so much that you really want to go for material things or the money,
Yeah.
but I felt there is a need, a strong need for me to really use my life to influence and inspire people. And that's really what WESROK is all about.
Oh man, that's great, WESROK. Especially for an aspiring artist that ultimately will
Yeah.
also be looking up to you, and seeing that you've paved a way in integrity, and that is, exemplary. And so I'm always encouraged by that. When an artist takes the perspective that what they're really trying to do is have their art make an impact in changing, a perspective of someone's heart, into being more loving and more connected to everything living. And I think that that's definitely rippling through what you're creating, and also the appreciation you feel for those who have inspired you. So that's really, also encouraging. So let me ask this question now. What is your current focus, WESROK? What are you looking to create at the moment?
Well, I really want to get my music out there. I really I have a lot of work that I've created, and I believe that there are a lot of people around the world who are not yet hearing my music, and so my aim now is to get the music out there for people to know who WESROK is. And I'm always making new music. I'm promoting my newest single, which is Perfectly Imperfect, and I'm working on my album that will be released later on next year, another album. So what I'm doing this year is to maximize on what I have, to reach out to the populace out there and to let them hear the music and be inspired.
Oh, that's great, man. And so listen, I wonder whether, you mentioned Bob Marley, and I'm sure that there are other, of course,
Yes,
greats who have helped inspire you.
sure.
What I love about that, the themes around the one love spirit of Bob Marley, is this connected feeling. And, he was such a inspirer of those who are disenfranchised, and a supporter of basically breaking down barriers, I think, between cultures, and a global messaging that has truly had an impact around the world. And so it's great, WESROK, when you're inspired by someone like Bob, and to have those same feelings rippling through your music will have a similar impact in terms of enlightening people. So do you have any aspirations about performing live in maybe some of the locations that historically are, country music hubs? Have you ever performed in Nashville, for example?
Well, I recently had done a tour of Dallas, those areas. I'm looking forward to go to Nashville pretty soon. These known areas for country music. I think if I should get there, I'll definitely be creating a storm there.
Yeah.
Because the fusion of reggae and country music, is what the world really is looking to hear now. Something that is new and refreshing, and that's what I'm all about. So I'm
Yeah.
really looking forward to performing Nashville very soon.
I think so too. I think Nashville definitely deserves to have someone like you who is introducing something new. And
Yes.
reggae has such a spiritual quality. And so to have someone like you who's pushing these ideas and feelings forward, and sounds and rhythms, that, inspire the heart, I think it could be very well embraced there in Nashville, which is really kind of the epicenter for country music. Um, but ultimately, internationally, and breaking down, the barriers of cultures to be able to also be impacted by your lyrics, your sound, and your spirit, man, the intention behind it. So thanks for that, WESROK. Now, listen, I know that you want to expand this music as much as you can. How can people reach out to you or connect with you in the digital world? Tell me about your socials.
Okay, so it is WESROK Music, WESROK. Don't get it wrong. WESROK Music. And that is for IG, YouTube. And for Twitter, it's WESROK 876. So it's easy to reach me. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
looking
cool.
forward.
I love it. Well, listen, after our interview today, WESROK, I'm going to definitely post your social media links for everyone to be able to connect with, as well as the fact that we're excited the fact that you'll be on the FENIX360 app platform too, and people can connect with your music there, and your rhythms can live and travel through all the people engaging there, as well as on your other social realms. And plus, I'm looking forward to sharing at the end of this video, You're Perfectly Imperfect. And there's a certain perfection around that title and intention behind it. So we really appreciate connecting with you today, WESROK. Blessings and respect, brother.
I thank you very much also. And I want to remember the fans that if you want to call me direct, you can get me on 1-877-822-147 and 1-876-322-9466. Remember, it's WESROK, the best rock. As born as a brilliant child. You know that.
Yeah, WESROK is the best rock. All right, brother. Listen, I really appreciate even you've given out your telephone number for people to connect. So listen, very best of luck. We're going to be following your progress. I want everyone to tune into the social media links you find below for WESROK and look for him rising on FENIX360. And blessings, brother. Carry on.
God bless. One love. Every time.
Every time.
Love will find a way. You're proud of who you are. You're special. Believe in yourself. Perfectly imperfect. You don't wanna have to be someone else. No.
Just believe that you will.
And you don't have to worry, 'cause you don't wanna be someone else. No.
Just believe that you will.
Oh no, don't cry, my child. Although you may feel down, there are things you need to recognize. Your values never drop like shining stars up in the sky. Precious like rubies, pearls, and diamonds deep down in the soil. Perfect by God's design. Perfectly imperfect. You don't wanna have to be someone else. No.
Just believe that you will.
And you don't have to worry, 'cause you don't wanna be someone else. No.
Just believe that you will.
Life can be a lonely road. You don't have to face it alone. Open up your hearts and believe. Nothing is impossible for you. Love will find a way.